Good morning, YouTube. We have a few more things that are broken on the Scud that we need to fix today.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and we are at my dealership, NG Supercars, and this glorious piece of Ferrari machinery is my Ferrari F430 Scuderia. And if you didn't see it already, well, it's had a bit of bad luck. The first thing that happened was about 2011 or 12 or something like that. It got stolen, and while it was stolen, it got wrecked, which kind of sucks. But the previous owner put it back together and actually did a very good job putting it back together. And then it kind of sat around. He didn't really drive it much, so by the time I bought it, it had under 6,000 miles on it or so. Well, I drove it 1,400 miles back from Miami all the way to Texas and whacked a deer. So you can see there's a bit of a panel gap right there. We're gonna try and fix that today. There's a few other things we're gonna try and fix today. So another thing that we're gonna try and fix is it's got the Ferrari F430 window switch buttons problem. So let me show you what's going on. All right, so the window switches in Ferrari F430, as you can see, kind of get wobbly and loose. Well, that happened on that one too. And I was pushing it, trying to get the window to roll up, and it wouldn't roll up, so I'm moving my finger around, and all of a sudden it goes boop, and just pops right into the dash. Ferrari. Another thing that we're gonna do is the hood strut on the front is not holding up its weight. So you put it up and it just falls right back down. I got a new strut, so I'm gonna replace that. And another thing I wanna do, this is just cosmetic, is I actually wanna take off the piece of Lexan here and clean this carbon fiber. As you can see, it's really dusty and just dirty, and so I wanna pop this thing off, clean it up as much as I can, and then put it back together, because I think that's gonna make this look just a little bit nicer. So we're just kind of doing some random things on it today. We've already got the valve controller installed. We've got a few other things that we need to take care of very soon. Like, I need to get tires desperately. These tires are just so nasty. They're like 12 years old and they don't grip for anything. We still got to take care of the window trim right here. It's all corroded. I have a bunch of bolts and hardware that we're gonna replace in the engine bay to make it look nicer, because there's a bunch of corroded stuff. A couple of the bolts I could not find for the love of me. They are just impossible to find. I would love to still take care of this. Yeah, it's got like the Scud problem where it's got the off-gassing from the carbon fiber caused it to get kind of wonky. And of course we still need to remove the nasty yellow PPF that's on this thing, but we're gonna have Brad do that because I don't wanna ruin the paint and have to repaint this thing. That would absolutely suck. Let's start off with, I guess, the window switch. Yes, let's do the window switch first, and then maybe the front, and then this thing. I was actually looking, so this gap right here, you can see here is the mounting tab. So it looks like I might be able to get away with just taking off this wheel and adjusting that tab for now, and at least take care of that section. This section is honestly less concerning. I mean, yeah, there's a bit of a gap there, and that is annoying, but that one, the whole bumper is gonna have to come off. All right, so I have this little window switch repair kit from, I think it's called Exotic Specialty Parts. Basically, it's just two little plastic tabs, and we replaced the existing tabs with these. So let's get the window switches out and bring them over here, and then we can fix it. The first thing we're gonna have to do is pull out the stereo. So we have my little Becker tools to remove the stereo. And you can see there's one hole right here, and so you pop it in that side. I think it goes this way with the hook facing that way. Let's see, yep. Okay, and then you push the Ferrari emblem there, and look at that. This little thing comes off and exposes another hole. And so we put that one in on that side. All right, so these ones are actually a 2mm, and they're in only like super loose because of their size. When we put them back in, you don't want to use a ton of ugga-duggas on this thing. Look at this, I can literally just unscrew with just the bit without actually putting even a wrench on it. Okay, alrighty. That's awesome. Don't even have enough slack. Come on. Okay. Oh, well, at least I can get that out. Okay, at least got one of the switches out. Oh, look at that. This has already been fixed. It's already shoved a pin in it. That's funny. All right, so we get this trim off. Okay. Yeah, I think if you need a screwdriver, we can pop that thing out. I know you really can't see very well, YouTube, but I'm trying not to disconnect all the wires on the radio because I don't want to deal with that. But I'm trying to get this stupid guy out. There we go. All right, there. You can see this one was kind of falling apart. There. Okay, we got our switches out. Okay, I'm going to keep them separated. This is the passenger side, this is the driver's side, and also I'm going to keep them oriented in the correct directions so that we make sure that they end up being in the right direction. So I've got my little kit. We need to pop this one off, which, yeah, I drove that little pin in there. I might have to get some pliers on that one. All right, so you can see they just kind of threw a pin in there, and you just pull that pin out. There we go. Now, again, I'm going to do one at a time so I keep them separate. The other thing I'm going to do real quick is use a towel, microfiber, and just clean up any stickiness that's on them because there's not really much stickiness, but, you know, there's a tiny bit. There's always a tiny bit. So we're just going to kind of scrub it down because, yeah, you can see it's taking off a little bit. All right, so we got to clip off any excess that's right up here, so it can sit flat. We're also going to put like a little bit of a V. Right here. There we go. There. Got our little V. And that pretty much took off the entire top of it. Now I'm just going to do a quick test fit. Make sure it fits nice and flat before gluing it into place. It's flat on that side, flat on that side. Perfect. All right, let's get this guy. I guess I'll trim him first and then clean him up a little. This one's got a little bit more stickiness to it. Now we can use the super glue there. Glue this one. Yeah. All right, just in case you got lost, the driver's side, the double pins, so it's got, you know, 3 and then 2 that sit separate. Those 2, when it's facing up, should be on the left side. So left side is up, and that is up. So, oh, I still have a chunk of old stuff in there I need to get out. There we go. For the passenger side, it's actually oriented the same way. The double pins are on the left side when it's up. Now the reason it'll be different is because this thing will be facing the opposite direction. So that will be up, like that. Okay, so driver's side, again, pins on the left. That is up with the little notch inwards, and this one notch inwards. So they're kind of opposites. All right, they're dried pretty good. So let's try popping this one in. Make sure there's no remnants of the old stuff in there. And didn't go in. All right, this one actually has to get drilled out because the hole is not the right size. All right, check it out. Popped them in. Nice. Okay, we got my passenger switch, and this is upright. Okay, pop it in, hopefully. Come on. One's coming in. Okay, that one's in. Driver's side. Okay. Let's pop it in. There. Okay. Let's test it. All right. So now I gotta get these screws back in there. Okay. Two, three. Up. Let's push this guy back in. Okay, pop that back on. Now I got my little badge. Okay, hang those down. Again, just do it finger tight. Don't go crazy on these because it's carbon fiber. Ta-da! We have window switches. Hooray! All right, YouTube. Next up is the hood strut. This is part number 080136300. First thing we gotta do is pop the frunk. Actually, before I even lift the frunk, let's grab a screwdriver. We're gonna have to pop off that strut, and well, it doesn't stay. So here we go. All right. You can see. It's pretty dead. Let me find a place for this. The way to get these off is you stick a screwdriver into this little tab and you kind of pull out. Come on. There's that. Do the same on this side. Oh, stupid camera. Okay, I'm actually holding up the roof with my, or the thing with my head, so it kind of sucks, but there's that. I'm not sure if I need those clips or not. I haven't opened this package yet, but yay, it has new clips. So it was this way. Nope, it was this way. So I should be able to just pop it on. Yep. There. Look at that. Oh, much better. This panel doesn't have carpet yet. We need to get some carpet for those two sides. But anyway, there you go. Hooray! Super easy on that one. Okay, moving on to the piece of Lexan. So these are 5mm Allens. I believe it's just screwed on with these 6. I actually have never done this before, so we're gonna unscrew these and see if it comes off. Hopefully it's not glued down, because that would be annoying. So pop it off, and then we're just gonna clean the Lexan, clean the carbon fiber, clean everything, and just make it look nicer. Oh, that's great. Sent something down into the abyss. Hopefully it's metal, otherwise we're screwed. Well, what I'm doing is putting my finger on the nut and then slowly letting it fall down to my hand. Lesson learned on that one. I still haven't found the other nut yet. I'm gonna have to go diving down onto the bottom panel. Now let's find out if it's glued into place. Oh man, it is. Son of a bitch. All that for nothing. It's totally glued into place. Well, oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. It looks like we can unscrew these. I should. Don't do what I did. Let's unscrew these. We can pop these off, then we can clean the Lexan. you for once. Something's going right. There we go. Well, you can see just how gross. Yeah, see that line? Ugh. Yeah, so we're gonna get that cleaned up. We're just gonna use some glass cleaner, and then we'll also clean out the 2 bars. Again, I'm just gonna use glass cleaner. That should be sufficient, and get this thing looking a lot nicer. Let's do these bars. Oh, hey, look. Go on. Go murder stuff. Go on. There, a lot better. All right, they're reinstalled. Let's take a look. How's it look? So much better. Oh man, way better. All right, yes. I know I do need to clean up the glass just a little bit, but yes, this looks so much better. Oh, yes. All right, let's see if we can get this looking a little better. There's a 13mm bolt right there. And I think that I can loosen it and then jam it back up into place. Let's find out. It's actually really loose. It's definitely like movable. Let's see what this thing looks like when I get it all the way out. Oh, wow. That's funny. They definitely janked it up with the when the car got in its accident. These are spacers that are taped together. Well, the mounting hardware just kind of disintegrated, so we're not going to be able to push that back into place today, unfortunately. So I guess we're going to have to probably pull off the whole bumper and get in there and really mess around with it. But I did get something else we're going to do. So I have one other little thing. As long as we're doing stuff to Scud and improving it, I have something I really like, which is a Hill Engineering dead pedal. So instead of this stupid little rubber pedal, we've got this beautiful piece of machined aluminum. We're gonna put that in there. Yeah, look at that ugly thing down there. It's just bleh. We just rip it out and shove this thing in. I don't know how well you can see, but yeah, here's the dead pedal, and it's just, that's it. It's just, yeah, just kind of stuck in there. So given that this one's all metal and that's all metal, we are gonna probably have to use some self-tapping screws or something. Okay, dead pedal. Nice. For those of you who are frequent viewers of the channel, our neighbor's on his way over, so I can help him with his lawnmower or something. Of course. Josh just got back here and he's all like, I think we should take off the PPF.
I think with the steamer, look how easy this comes off without, like it.
I guess we'll just have to take all day on it.
You steam it, you warm it up, or we could use the heat gun too. Either way.
I think the steamer is probably better.
And you just do a little bit, because normally when these get old, when you start taking them off, they come off in little pieces. And
yeah, no, it's discolored, but it's coming off reasonably well.
I think we should try to do it.
Okay.
Look how much nicer it looks. Look how yellow it is.
It looks so good.
Look at that. Look at the difference.
Oh my god. I just want to point this out for those of you that are astute watching the time lapse, noticing that Josh is doing all the work. I started pulling on it and Josh was like, get away from it. And basically,
well, Dan starts pulling on it without putting any heat or anything on it. I'm like, dude, do you want to rip your clear coat off? No. I'm not doing the whole thing though. He's going to have to do some of this.
This sucks. This
it does
really sucks. It's extremely slow. Well, instead of just standing around, I've got a tail light for the 308 and new pedal covers, rubber covers that go on the pedals. These should be easy. That, I don't know. We'll find out how difficult it is. And originally I was going to take the Scud to a show tomorrow, but given that that thing's now going to be half PPF'd and half un-PPF'd and have it in all sorts of state of unknown, I think I'm going to take the 308. Oh, look who ran out.
Oh, there he is.
There's the other cat.
That's a rare sighting.
Enzo sighting. Oh. Dang it. Well, that was the other cat hiding underneath the 308. All right, I just gotta show you this. So there's this like panel that was up here. You pull this off, then you got the carpet you got pulled out, and then there's this like almost rigid cardboard-like material that's got some like insulation on it. And then what I think is funny is if you lift the carpet up, there's actually a wood down there. Yeah, they made them different back then. We got a 7mm. I think that's the right size. Gotta try and get it in there. So this is the old light, and well, it has a different plug than the new light, so I'm gonna have to rewire it. Old cars, man. All right, YouTube, that took me way longer than expected, but we have a new tail light and it's not cracked. Okay, last thing, let's get these pedal thingies, pedal gaskets or whatever you want to call it. Put these on. I'll show you how bad the clutch one's really bad. The brake pedal's not too bad, but I figured might as well put 2 new ones and have them both look nice. So like, check that out. It just looks, this one's so bad. Here, there you go. Yeah, look at that. It's like basically just completely worn through. And as long as we're, oh no, this one's gonna be no, there it goes. There. Okay, well, got those off easy. Oh yeah, look at that. So much better. Oh, whew. All right, we're done with the 308. I'm exhausted. That was way harder than I expected. Well, you can see the paint underneath the PPF is really in really good shape. We got a lot to do on that, so it's gonna take us lots of time. So I guess I'm gonna do it in another video. So like, share, and subscribe if you want to see that, and stay tuned. And of course, check out normalguysupercar.com and NG Supercars. That's the way you can support us, by buying parts, services, and cars from us. We do appreciate that so much. Thank you to all of you that have helped us out in the past and kept this whole thing going. So that's how we make our money. It's not through YouTube, let me tell you. But anyway, we will keep doing some cool car stuff. So we'll see you in the next video. It's gonna be sweet.